smoke like a Marley, drink Bel Air like a boss do. Rose, my bottles don't drink Bacardi, draped in Bulgari. Clock the Clayco like Jada Marcy. Hood nigga, pop the champagne. BSM is my campaign. Spend 100 racks to put 3 letters in my damn chain. Just do it big like damn rain. Get booked for show, just a wild out, ain't go insane. Let my dress swing, I'm A-list in this bitch. In the VIP with your favorite rapper. Ask about me, I'm certified. Still in the streets with your favorite trapper. I'm walking the club with 100. No ID, no pat down for security. I bet a nigga won't try me. Facts, nigga. Feel the risk just on these bottles, spin racks, nigga. And on the couch, blowing on the strong, and I'm turned up to the max. Flocka.
Oh, I get the squad. Money ain't in vain. Oh, I've been on top of my game. Way past rich, cause I'm A-list in this bitch. And I'm A-list in this bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Capilano Center for Sport and Wellness as we continue on with today's matches for the 2020 Pac West Basketball Provincial Championships hosted by Capilano University. Before we start today's game, we'd like to recognize this university is named after Chief Joe Capilano, an important leader of the Squamish Nation of the Coast Salish people. Our campuses are located on the traditional and ancestral territory of the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, Lil'wat, and Sechelt nations. Before we begin today's game as well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special presentation queued up as we congratulate the members of the 2019-2020 Pac West Women's and Men's All-Star teams. Please join us at the scorer's table for your photo as your name is called. We will begin by recognizing our All-Star from Columbia Bible College, not present at today's game, men's All-Rookie team member, Michael Chaffin. And now, to present the All-Stars from Langara and Camosun, we welcome Athletic Director Milt Williams. From Langara, men's All-Rookie team and PacWest Men's Co-Rookie of the Year, Jazz Dodwall. Also from Langara, men's second team All-Stars, Luca Lisnek and Moise Athaya. And now the All-Stars from Camosun College. Men's All-Rookie team member, Takeshi Kuroke. And men's first team All-Star, Shaquille Maharaj. Thank you and congratulations to our All-Stars. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will call our teams to the foul line and ask you this time to please rise, if you're able, remove your caps, and join Janaea Parker in the singing of O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Janaea, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time to meet the starters for today's game. We begin with the starters for the Langara College Falcons. At guard, number 8, Luca Lisnek. Number 11, Moise Athaya. Number 13, Tyson Brown. Number 15, Tyler Anderson. Number 22, Jazz Dodwall. Head coach of the Langara Falcons is Paul Eberhardt. Assistant coaches Joey Dillon and Timothy Choi. Athletic therapist is Emily Manning, and athletic director is Jake McCallum. Ladies and gentlemen, the Langara College Falcons. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the starters for the Camosun College Chargers. At guard, number 1, Matthew Gray. At forward, number 8, Atlas St. Paul Butler. At guard, number 13, Jake Wilmot. At forward, number 14, Shaquille Maharaj. At forward, number 22, Trey Crust. Head coach of the Camosun College Chargers is Scott Quishon.
Welcome inside the gymnasium here at Capilano University. It's Ryan Waters and Avneet Brar alongside as we get set for this men's quarterfinal, the 2020 Pac West Basketball Championships between the number 4 Camosun Chargers and the number 5 Langara Falcons. It's a rematch of last year's quarterfinal when it was the Chargers that punched their ticket to the semis last year, and eventually they won bronze. This should be a dandy here today. It's one of those pick-em games. Both teams are on losing streaks. They both finish with losing records. The Chargers 8-10, the Falcons with 5-13 overall. During the regular season, Langara won all 3 meetings, so it should be interesting here today, Av. Langara, Camosun, it's a pick-em game, isn't it?
I believe Camosun actually won the meetings in January, if I'm not.
Let me double check on that.
But
this is Shaquille Maharaj, and he opens up the scoring. Maharaj, a first-team All-Star for the Chargers. Lisdick, a second-team All-Star for Langara. He has the ball now on the right wing. Luka Lisdick in his first year with Langara. They swing it around nicely to the Falcons, down to 7 seconds, however. Working inside, that is Anderson. Tyler Anderson can't get it to go, and Matthew Gray will bring it across. Matt Gray, the point guard for the Chargers. Atlas St. Paul Butler, part of the all-name team. Love the name Atlas. He's number 8 for the Chargers. This is Shaquille Maharaj, and Shaquille can't get it to go, and he'll go to the free throw line.
yeah, he's going to look to assert himself early. Like you said, he is a first-team All-Star this year. Big key for Langara will just be keeping him off of his right hand. He's fast in transition and he can shoot the ball well, but they're going to have to force him left if they want to contain him.
Hits the first one, does Maharaj. He led the Chargers in scoring this year with 19.5 points a game, and hits that one. He's got 4 early on. Luka Lisdick.
Camosun with a little 1-3-1 pressure here, matching up back into man-to-man.
Lisdick, he will be the general for the Falcons on the floor. Very emotional guy, wears his emotions on his sleeve. Athea, he's got it!
And the Pac West leading scorer finds himself on the board with a 3.
Over 24 points a game for Moise. Shaquille Maharaj again. Maharaj will try to answer with a 3. Can't get it to go. Lisdick with the rebound. Here he comes. He'll try a 3. Got it. Luka Lisdick right down the other end and gets it to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun matchup of guards here. Matt Gray, Camosun's guard, used to play at Mount Royal University. Luka Lisdick transferring back from the Ottawa GGs.
Here's Gray here. No look pass. Gets it to St. Paul Butler. He'll hit from 3. Teams trading 3-pointers. Tyler Anderson will get the ball here to Tyson Brown. Brown goes down low. Dudwall, his shot is no good. Anderson flying in for a rebound, and he can't get that one to go. Looking for some harm, didn't get it. St. Paul Butler now, back the other way at the elbow. Wilmot will just hand the ball here to Matt Gray. Bounce pass, that's Trey Crust. His first shot, no good. 6.9 points during the regular season on the average. Lisdick with a nice crossover, getting past Gray, but into the paint, backs away. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Over here to Brown. Brown no good off the back rim. And Maharaj will clear.
Yeah, big key for Camosun will be seeing how they guard the middle third ball screen with Lisdick. He's versatile. He likes to go left in the ball screen, unlike most guards, and he can get his shot off.
Maharaj now with 6 points in the contest. Lisdick with Wilmot on him. Here's Anderson at the top. Anderson, St. Paul Butler will take him. Athea steps around the defender, and he'll pop it in. Here's Gray. Gray working on Lisdick, and he goes off window, can't get it to go, and Anderson will clear the board. Lisdick wants to run. Doesn't have numbers, though, so he'll slow things down. Gets to the left side, wide open, can't get it to go. Dudwall can't get the rebound. Lizdek with another shot, no good.
You just can't let Lizdek go left. It's such a tough cover when he's going that way.
Gray, no good.
Gets away with an extra step there.
Yeah, he did. Here comes Lizdek. Brown left wide open. His three is no good. Teams back and forth, but can't get the shot to drop, and now a foul on Tyler Anderson. And Isaiah Romanow will come in. Such a good player off the bench is Romanow, 10.8 points a game during the regular season in his third year.
Yeah, and he was one of their top 4 scorers. High energy player, played at Oak Bay Secondary, and he's going to look to be aggressive driving the ball to the hoop.
Just one of 11 guys from Victoria on this team. Maharaj gets open and lays it in. Lizdek will bring it across. Here's Brown. Brown on the right wing. Athea. Thought about it and gets it down and low. Lizdek with 5 on the shot clock. Lizdek trying to find some room. Somehow gets it to Athea. He'll just jack up the shot, no good. Maharaj back the other way. There's Romanow leading the break, and he's got the lay-in.
And Langara will call a timeout.
And coming into the game will be Croak, part of the all-rookie team. As you mentioned, a timeout by Langara wearing those alternate jerseys. Those look pretty sharp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are nice uniforms. They unveiled them at the national tournament last year at the Langley Event Center.
Champion tournament you're very familiar with as the Mariners winning last year. What kind of thrill? That must have been just one of the best thrills.
Yeah, it was a tremendous thrill with a tremendous group of guys. It was awesome.
A lot of those guys are back this year as well, led by Landon Ratliff. And Tyus Barfoot has been absolutely incredible this year.
Yeah, he's got a willingness to play hard and kind of do anything that's required of him. And you'll see him keep it pretty simple, but with maximal effort.
For the Falcons, there's not a lot of guys that have returned. Mo Athea is the biggest returner for the Falcons. Tyler Anderson was part of that team last year. They were the host team, so got into the championship. I don't believe they won a game at the championship, but what experience that would have been, and a thrill for them to be the host as well.
Yeah, I believe those are their only 2 returners, along with Tyson Brown, who was on the team last year.
Yeah, Brown now in his second season at Richmond.
He's definitely a guy you do not want to leave open. He played at Semiahmoo Secondary with some good players, and he'll get hot in a hurry.
Lizdek. This is Brown now. He has to go off his hands and out of bounds as Croak was all over him. 13-8 early on, 5:23 remaining opening quarter. And here comes Croak out of Victoria. As I mentioned, part of the all-rookie team with Lizdek on him. Romanow now on the baseline. Dudwall will meet him. Romanow gets into the paint. Little hook. Couldn't get it to go. Good defense by Dudwall. And Lizdek will come back the other way. Here's Anderson at the top. Back to Lizdek. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Luka. Goes baseline, kicks it back out to Athea. Athea wide open. Look, got it to go.
We see it again. Lizdek, patient, creating and probing, and gets to his left and finds a good pass for Athea.
8 points now for Mo. Here's Romanow. Maharaj trying to answer a 3. Got it! Shaquille Maharaj. 11 points in the first quarter for Maharaj. Lizdek. Dudwall now on the left wing. Athea working on Shaquille there. Just throws it up looking for contact. Got it to go, but it's an offensive foul. And now a series of subs coming in. McConnell coming in for Camosun. Condola comes in for Langara, so does Sohal.
Yeah, Langara going a little bit smaller here, perhaps to match Camosun, and looking to get out on the break a little bit more.
Just looking at the floor, looks like these guys are be able to run back and forth like we've seen Langara teams do for so long. Romanow over to Maharaj. Maharaj trying to get some space, does. Step back 2, no good. And Dudwall will collect the board.
Yeah, for the Falcons to be successful today, there's not going to be many minutes where Lizdek won't be on the court for them.
Athea as well. As Shaquille knocks that one down, more of a pass. Athea baseline, got it.
He's such a tough cover. He's long and versatile. He's got the skill set to shoot it and bump you off as well. As we see St. Paul Butler their answer with a 3.
2 threes in the first quarter for him. 6 points. Lead is now 6. Soha, cross court. Condola can't get it to go. It's the top of the backboard and cleared by McConnell.
Yeah, and Condola's been shooting it hot as of late, about 57% from the 3 as of late.
St. Paul Butler again from downtown. This one out. And Lisdick will bring it back the other way.
The Camosun bench is ready to erupt if he were to make that one.
Mathea with Atlas on him. Switches over to Romanow. Ball is loose and picked up here by the Chargers. Romanow is trying to step around someone. Blocking foul, almost looked like a travel first, but it'll be a foul on Sohal. There's substitution.
Sohal turned his back there to try and avoid the contact, but to no avail.
Larson will check in for Camosun. Andrew Larson. So Romanow, who has some basketball in his blood. His dad played at UNBC. His stepdad played here at Camosun. I say here, but we're at Cap, but obviously same Chargers team. Romanow hits the first one.
And I believe we have Calvin Summers that has checked in there, number 10.
You're right. Did I say Larson? My mistake. Larson wears 11. You're right. Calvin Summers is in the game, second-year guy to Victoria. And now a substitution comes in. Wilmot will check back in for Maharaj. Calvin just one of 2 summers on this team. Twins, right?
Yeah, their twin brothers played for the Lambert Park secondary, and they won a provincial championship with Father Ed Summers, coach of the team.
Oh. Lisdek with a nice move, gets it to go. 5 points for him. 20-15, 2:28 to go. Down low, Croak. Brings it back out top, now Romanow. Right back to Croak, 10 on the shot clock. Nice pick of a pocket by Dudwall. It's a beauty steal. Now Lisdek back the other way, puts the brakes on, sets it back up. Soha, Lisdek, left wing, working on Croak, and it will be a foul, it looks like, on Croak. Now Mac Ray will come back in. Croak will have a seat.
And to Coach Eberhardt's pleasure, it will no longer be a 4-0 foul count. It'll be 4-1.
Tyler Anderson will check in as well, as Dudwall will have a seat. Part of the all-rookie team is Dudwall. And Sohal will send it back in. 14 on the shot, so still plenty of time for Langara to work offensively. They go inside. Athea, his shot no good. Wanted a foul call, no call. Here comes Summers. Back the other way, Wilmot. Cross court, Gray in the corner. McConnell will drive, then he kicks it back out. Gray traveled first. And Coach Eberhardt chatting with the official. Not pleased with the description of the last time down the floor.
One thing about Langara, they have a million different sets they run disguised out of the same action. As Camosun shifted to his own defense here, and they're matching back up man-to-man.
Here's Soha. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it back out to Athea. His 3 is good! 3 3-pointers in this opening quarter.
Langara seems to have found it there. They're making Camosun sink the paint off the ball screen and skipping it over top, looking for wide-open jump shots.
Romanow gets it to Summers. Summers trying to answer from the top of 3. No good. Side rim, and Athea will clear it, and here comes Lisdek. Tape on his left hand. Here he comes. Nice stutter step, gets inside and lays it off the window.
Yeah, the Kitsilano product. He's been an undersized guard his whole life, and he's got no issue taking contact.
Here's Wilmot. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Romanow, pair of 15s working on each other. Kicked out. Here's McConnell. McConnell gets into the paint, kicks it over to Summers in the corner for 3, no good. And Anderson skies for the rebound.
A rare sighting that Calvin Summers misses 2 threes in a row.
Lisdek right to the window. Holy moly. Put the afterburners on there and got through the D.
Camosun had the option to push for a 2-for-1 there, but they'll elect to get a good shot instead and have the ball to start the next quarter.
Falcons a lead. Romanow will hand it here to Gray. Gray wants to go from downtown. No good. Camosun wants a foul call, and now the officials will meet to discuss. 16.9 on the clock. Now substitution for Langara.
And it'll stay Camosun ball.
Karimadad will come in for Langara. 6 seconds on the shot clock. McConnell will get it in. Here's Wilmot, now 5. Gray, now a foul looks like away from the ball.
A moving screen called on Calvin Summers there as the ball was reversed.
Summers misses 2 threes, now he commits a foul. 13.4 seconds to go.
We'll see the Falcons here hold for 1 shot.
And Lizdick will touch it, and here he comes. 10 seconds to go.
He likes his matchup here.
Nice crossover there, and his jumper is good. Gray at the buzzer, no good. What a move there by Lizdick.
A little Penny Hardaway-esque, a between the legs to a cross, and he had Madu moving one way, and unfortunately it was the wrong way as he sinks to pull up 2 at the nail.
Pretty nice. So here at the opening quarter, it's the 5th seed Falcons on top of the 4th seeded Chargers, 24-20. We'll step aside, be back with the second quarter next. You're watching the 2020 Pac-West Basketball Championship. To the second quarter we go, men's quarterfinal between the Chargers and the Falcons. Chargers started hot, Falcons finished hot, and here we go with a 4-point lead. Langara has the lead, Camosun with the ball. Matt Gray will start things off here for the Chargers.
Yeah, faster pace of play than Camosun's used to. Traditionally one of the slower, more execution-based teams, but Atlas St. Paul Butler starts it off with a quick 3.
3 3-pointers in the game for Atlas, 9 points. Some stats to pass along. Athea, 13 points on the strength of 3 3-pointers. Lizdick, who has the ball now, has 11, and there's a foul away from the ball. 11 points for Lizdick, 11 points for Maharaj, and now 9 for St. Paul Butler.
A little bit of a good sell there by Wilmot as he's hit by the screen. May have thrown the head back a little bit.
So first foul on the Falcons, and now here's Wilmot over to St. Paul Butler. Kicks it to Maharaj. 3, good. Maharaj just so smooth in his delivery. 14 points now.
And a quick 6-0 run back the other way sees the Camosun College Chargers take the 2-point lead.
Here's Lizdick. Lizdick, a couple guys on him, cross court. Athea, his shot, good. Wow.
Welcome to the shootout.
16 points, 4 3-pointers for Mo. 3 3-pointers for St. Paul Butler, who has it now. Now over to Maharaj. Also with 3-pointers in the ball game. Here's Wilmot. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gray on the left wing. Lizdick on him. Picking up a screen from Crust. 5 on the shot clock. Wilmot, a deep 3. Air ball. Langara will collect it here, and here comes Lizdick. Thought about sending it up. Wants to run himself. Lizdick from 2. Good at
I've said it once and I'll say it again, you have to keep Lizdek off of going left. And it's a little unconventional. Most right-handed players, you want to push him left, but he's so comfortable going left. He thrives going that way.
Only Lizdek and Athea have scored for the Falcons. 29 points between the two of them. St. Paul Butler gets inside and comes up limping. Landed on a foot. He has some obvious discomfort. Karimidad, he hits from 3.
The former Capilano Blue making a big 3.
That's right. We'll check on Atlas St. Paul Butler as he is obvious discomfort, not putting a lot of weight on that left foot. I hope he's okay.
And the Chargers look to buy some time here by calling a timeout, but also look to regroup.
Yeah, Atlas is not happy right now. 8 minutes to go. 32-28 to score. Langara. I think I mentioned off the top that Langara won all 3 meetings, but it's Camosun that has won all 3 meetings against the Falcons this season. Here at Capilano, the Chargers 1-1 during the season as far as the Falcons go. They were a winner back on November the 8th, and that's the only time that they've played here other than this quarterfinal, so they're 1-0 here at Cap. Chargers were 4-6 on the road, 4-4 at home. The Falcons only 2-8 at home, 3-5 on the road. Although they're scoring 88.3 points a game are the Falcons. Chargers scoring 81.6 points a contest.
And both teams on pace to surpass that total.
Absolutely.
Barring some halftime adjustments.
It's fun to watch, though, the back and forth. They've got the shoe off now of St. Paul Butler as they work on his left ankle. Not a good sign. Here comes Wilmot. Wilmot will bring it up. Sends it to Maharaj. Open 3. Shaquille misses that one. Hits the top of the backboard, and the stanchion that comes down from the ceiling went in, but no.
Yeah, Langara with a little slowdown pressure there, trying to cause some hesitancy in Camosun as their offense is getting comfortable, but unfortunately they left the wrong guy open.
Karimidad. Athea now at the elbow. Looking for somebody. Here's Karimidad again, who had a 3-pointer earlier. Now Lizdek on the right wing. Lizdek trying to get inside, kick it back. Karimidad, no good. That one tipped out by Anderson. Second opportunity. Lizdek from 3, no good. Ball is bouncing around, and now a foul is going to be called, it looks like, on McConnell. Good effort by Langara to get to that loose ball and get a second opportunity.
Langara runs the feed the hot hand philosophy. They're going to look to go to Karimid here for a 3. And they didn't have him, but Lizdek likes his matchup.
Nice spin move, can't get it to go. And Zatanovic with a rebound. Atheo, 10 on the shot clock. Baseline, his jumper is no good. Maharaj says that's enough and sends it back the other way. Maharaj will kick it to Gray, wide open 3. It is no good, front rim, and Athea right back the other direction. On the right wing, working on Wilmot. Gets some room momentarily. Good job by Wilmot to jump right back into play. Lizdek looking for a screen from Anderson. Gets it. Sends it back. Zatanovic, a 3. Hits the bottom of the backboard. And now a whistle. Looks like underneath. Although Zatanovic ended up on his backside after shooting that 3.
I think Coach Eves would rather have the free throws instead.
Absolutely.
He's a little stunned that the officials didn't see that.
Lizdek on the right wing. Athea collects the loose ball. 9 on the shot clock for Mo. Long range 3, no good. Back rim. McConnell will clear the board, and here he comes. He'll bring it across. Hands it here to Wilmot. Maybe a mismatch. Maharaj and Lizdek, and now a foul. A reach in on Lizdek.
Langara personal foul assessment number 18.
6:19 to go, opening half of this men's quarterfinal. Coach Eves still in the ear of the official. Maharaj bounces it over here to Wilmot. His 3, no good. Zatanovic with a rebound, and back the other way goes Lizdek. On the left wing,
And St. Paul Butler here looks ready to go, excited to get back in.
Well, that's good news for the Camosun Chargers. Lizdak, a foul, I think, before the shot on Wilmot, it looks like. It is on Wilmot. And just on cue, as you said. St. Paul Butler back into the ball game. So is Romanow. Dudwall in the game as well. Zatanovich will have a seat. McConnell and Crust sitting down for Camosun. And once the officials got everything straightened out, Bethea will send it in. Kermidad, he has it, and he is going to travel first.
Yeah, he leaned in a little bit to get a little extra bump on Gray and moved his pivot foot.
Here is Gray on the right side. Lizdek on him, hands it here to Wilmot. St. Paul Butler looks like there's no effects on that right or that left ankle. I heard him earlier. Wilmot hands it here to Maharaj, who finds an open three, no good. Lizdek with another board. Shaquille has now cooled off. A couple of missed threes. Lizdek wants to work the left side, kicks it back out, and the shot is no good. Karimidad missed that one, but an offensive opportunity again.
Lizdek so comfortable getting to his left, bumping you off with his right shoulder and being patient.
That one tipped around. Anderson will collect it. Athea from downtown, got it.
There's a stat in basketball in Division I that your third shot attempt on a possession is scored about 80% of the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you get 3 possessions, you're shooting it pretty well.
Maharaj will get ball handed to him. Trying to get into the paint, working on Athea, and he gets it to go.
They're struggling to keep him off his right hand.
16 points now for Shaquille. Anderson on the right side. Here's Dudwall, hands the ball quickly to Lizdek. Karimidad, his shot no good. Skying in is Romanow, and Chargers push back the other way. Wilmot on the right side, hands it here to Atlas. Atlas drives with the left hand, pulls up. Rejected there by Dudwall, but I think Anderson got him with the body, although Coach Eaves doesn't think so. Now a couple of substitutions. Tyson Brown back in for the Falcons. And Croak back in for the Chargers. Foul was against Anderson. First shot is no good.
Yeah, good job by Atlas. They're looking to reassert himself after subbing out due to injury and gets back in the game, gets to the free throw line.
But
unfortunately, misses both, yeah.
Lizdek now looking at the bench to see what the coaches want, and here he comes offensively. Hands the ball here to Anderson. Anderson. Dudwall will just hand it here to Lizdek. Long two, no good, grazed the front rim. And here come the Chargers back the other way. Croak. Croak wants to run. Croak pushes off Brown and gets it to go.
Very savvy for a freshman player, Reynolds Secondary School.
Lizdek. It almost looked like he was wanting the contact to push off. Thea thought about a three. He's got Wilmot all over him. He's going to jack it up anyhow. Got it!
That's a tough make, and you can see Coach Eberhardt's thinking, wow, we're fortunate that one went in.
6 3-pointers for Athea in this first half. There's still 3:25 to go.
Camosun making an effort to kind of load behind his left and right shoulder so he doesn't have driving lanes. Unfortunately, he's content to stop and pop.
Huge block by Dudwall on that transition. Lizdek wants to get the body contact and does. Lizdek has 13 points in this game and now going to the free throw line for the first time. Falcons shoot 70% from the charity stripe during the regular season. Romanow is hit with the foul, his first of the game.
And now it's Langara that'll be in bonus for the remaining 3 minutes of the first half.
Lizdek to the line. Trying to extend this 6-point lead. His first free throw is good. $14 points now for Lizdek, looking for number 15. And that shot is good as well. Nothing but net on both free throws. And the lead is 8.
Camosun will look to get Shaq here, a post-up look. He likes his matchup against a smaller Tyson Brown.
Well, he's going to pop to the top. Here he is now. Brown still on him. Wants to drive, kicks it back out. Atlas hits it.
No ill effects off the ankle.
4 3-pointers for St. Paul Butler in this one. It's been raining threes in this quarterfinal. Anderson to Athea. Speaking of threes, looking for number 7. Didn't get that one to fall. And Maharaj back the other way, but Mo tips it out. Could see Coach Scott of the Chargers in his 6th season telling the team to go, get down the floor.
Eighth season. He's been here since we've been here at VIU.
Then there's a misprint in the program.
No way. They've shorted him 2 years.
They have shorted him 2 years. Okay, so he's in his 8th year. Good thing you're here, Ev. Here's Romanow on the left wing. Gets it over to Croak. Croak is wanting to drive, but there's a foul, it looks like away from the ball.
Yeah, the official Jackson James doesn't like that illegal screen called going the other way.
So Anderson is going to send it in. And now Crust will check in. Romanow, that's his 2nd foul, and he'll have a seat, and Crust will check in. Crust 6'7", out of Victoria's 3rd season. 6'7", did you know he was a top pitching prospect at one point?
Yeah, from Lambert Park Secondary. Yeah. They're known for their baseball as well. So he actually went to Douglas College, and he was a part of their 2018 provincial championship team and elected to move back home.
There's a foul away from the ball as Shaquille and Mo fall on each other. But you put him on the mound at 6'7". It's an awfully big presence out there on the mound. He's a basketball player here for the Chargers. And Athea will go to the line. Maharaj gets hit with the foul. And Athea will hit the first one.
He must be near about 20, 24 points here.
Mm-hmm. Second free throw is no good this time.
He may have violated that one a little bit earlier. But
he did get in there quick, didn't he? Croak the other way. Croak goes window, can't get it to go. Crust looking for an offensive rebound, but it's Lizdek the other way. He's got Athea on the left wing, elects to shoot the jumper from the elbow, and Crust claims the rebound. However, loose ball, Anderson fighting for it. That was Brown, pardon me. And St. Paul Butler stutter step, and his shot is no good. 3 players on the floor. And a substitution will come in for Langara. Zatanovich will check in. Anderson will have a seat.
Coach Cochon wanted the foul call there. Doesn't get in. He can only shake his head in dismay.
Yeah. I think folks in Victoria could hear him from here. He was not pleased with the no call. 41-35, a $1:45 to go before halftime in this entertaining quarterfinal. Winner will move on to face the top-ranked Douglas Royals tomorrow. And Athea gets it down low. Lizdek partially blocked, but Croak got him. And Lizdek will go to the line.
You see that so much in the Langara flex offense. You know, they set the back screen, then they set the down screen, but they lull you to sleep with the down screen, and there Lizdek slips it to the basket and gets fouled.
It's 2 for 2 from the line so far. 15 points he's sitting on. First free throw is good.
Nothing but net. He's feeling really comfortable right now in the game.
At 23 points from Athea. And now you have what could be, 16 points for Lizdek?
Oh,
he misses.
We're gonna put that blame on you for that one.
All right, fine, I'll wear that one. Croak on the right side. Croak with Lizdek on him. Here's Summers, back in the game. Summers kicks it back out to St. Paul Butler. His shot no good. Athea is hammered by Crust on the rebound. Matt Gray wants to check back in for Croak.
you know, Langara has slowed down their production from scoring in the half court, but fortunately for them, they've increased their production of getting to the free throw line, and Camosun here can only hope to escape this next minute 17 to get into the halftime and regroup.
Here's Afea's first free throw, no good. Now 1 for 3 from the charity stripe. Dudwall pats him on the back, says, "You got this, Mo." We'll see what he does. His second free throw is good. 24 in the first half for Mo. Gray right back the other way. Minute 12 to work with. St. Paul Butler gets it to Crust, the high elbow. Crust will give it to Maharaj, who's streaking right by him. Maharaj trying to get inside, kicks it to Summers. St. Paul Butler drives baseline. He is stopped. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and it'll be off Maharaj and out of bounds.
Good defensive possession there from the Falcons containing Shaquille.
Jonathan Martins is going to come in for the first time as Crust will have a seat. Martins, a rookie out of Victoria, 6'8". Don't lose much height when you take out Crust, who's 6'7".
Yeah, he's coming off a redshirt year, Spectrum secondary product.
Here's Lizdek working on Gray. Lizdek, kick it back out to Athea. Open 3 with Maharaj running at him, and he got it. 7 3-pointers in this first half. He is feeling it.
Lizdek has found 2 things this half. He's found the basket, and he's found Athea, who has also found the basket.
Yes.
Both things have been working very well this half as they've got 43 points.
43 points, only 2 of which not scored by Mo or Lizdek.
Trivia fact, who had those 2?
Exactly. Can you name it? Can you name it?
Did Karamia? He had a jumper, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Okay.
You got it. Good call. To me, though, that's incredible. With 46 points on the board, 44 of which from 2 guys. That has been the Falcons' offense pretty much all year, but you do need to find some other scoring if you're the Falcons. 36.3 seconds to go until halftime. Falcons led after the first quarter, 24-20. And they're leading here, wanting a lead going into the second half. It's been entertaining, though, back and forth. The Lady Chargers are in the gym as well. We'll see them at 5:30 today in the second women's quarterfinal against the Falcons. So another Camosun Langara matchup.
Yeah, the Chargers' saving grace right now is, they're down by 11. They haven't played their best. They've shot it well, so has Langara. But they need to make other Langara players have scoring contributions outside of just those 2. They need to slow down Lizdek and Athea combo.
Easier said than done. So out of the timeout, Lizdek will show a little bit of pressure on Gray, who collects it, then he'll back off. Gray brings it across with 30 seconds to go. Up top, now to Maharaj. Maharaj wants to drive, he does, gets to the hoop and lays it in.
They've just struggled keeping him off of his right hand.
18 points for Maharaj. Lizdek going to hold for a final shot with 9 to go. Now 7. Lizdek wants to drive, stripped by Gray. Great defense by Matt Gray, and then it goes off Lizdek. Outstanding job by Matt Gray with 4.5 seconds to go. Gray going to bring it across the court. Gray is going to shoot the 3, no good. Lizdek comes up hobbling as well, which could be a big loss for the Falcons, but he says he seems to be okay.
Yeah, Coach Eberhardt pleading the case that there was an illegal screen set at half, but, Lizdek's going to walk it off and have 15 minutes here to recover.
Should be fine. And here at halftime, Falcons lead the Chargers 46-37. You're watching the 2020 Pac West Basketball Championship. We'll be back with the second half next.
like the way you talk, I like the things you wear. I want your number tattooed on my arm in ink, I swear. 'Cause when the morning comes, I know you won't be there. Every time I turn around, you disappear. I wanna blow your mind, just come with me, I swear. I'm gonna take you somewhere warm, you know, j'adore la mer. 'Cause when the morning comes, I know you won't be there. Every time I turn around, you disappear. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Let me treat you to a drink. I like the way you talk, I like the things you wear. I want your number tattooed on my arm in ink, I swear. 'Cause when the morning comes, I know you won't be there. But every time I turn around, you disappear. Nice to meet you. One minute you're there, the next one you're gone. Been waiting for you all night to come on. You know what I need, you know what I want. You know what I need now. You know what I need now. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Let me treat you to a drink. Nice to meet you, baby. Let me treat you to a drink. Nice to meet you. Jet plane headed up to the sky, spread wings and the clouds getting high. We ain't had a rave in a while, so take me back to London.
Yo, I do deals but I never get twanged. Moves that ain't never been planned. No booze that were never in gangs. Where I'm from, did the 12 gauge trip, yes, how it fits in my hand. I don't mix with the glitz and the glam. All these stupid on the gram. I don't do online beef or make you gram beef. I'm way too G'd up for beef for gram. Need couple and APs to help my time. Keep my ride deep. You move when I speak my ride. Leave you wet like a scuba dive. We were younger then and now we're unified. South London boys get you crucified and gone.
It's that time, Big Mike and Teddy are on grime. I wanna try new things, they just want me to sing because nobody thinks I write rhymes. But now I'm back in the biz in my guy. Give me a packet of crisps in my pint. I hit my friends up, go straight to the pub cause I haven't been home in time. Yes, but that's my fault. Gross $500 million on the divide toll. Yes, I ain't kidding, what would I lie for? But now I'm back on the track with Big Michael. He said to me,
Never get off your high horse and never let him take your crown.
I've been away for a while, traveled a million miles, but I'm heading back to London town right now. Jet plane head up to the sky, spread wings and the clouds getting high. We ain't had a rave in a while, so take me back to London. Place high, middle night, sitting low. Sweat brow, dripping down when in room. No town does it quite like my home, so take me back to London.
Yo, when I squeeze off this little pen on mine, done a remix, now I got dead on grime.
This ain't like any top 10 of mine. I arrive at Wembley ahead of time.
And that's stadiums, man are aliens. I drink Supermore with vibranium. I got a RM11 titanium.
And I rock a 597 on daily, but I want soul, I want flows. Don't need tax ripping off my car.
Don't need bricks blowing up my phone.
That's just the way things go.
It's just the way things go, knees and flows. Grime or rap, man, I gave them both. This sound that was made in gold. No global man, I'm a case of
2015 in the Valley of Park, the club stores 2 years, and we wrapping it up, and you'll go through tears when the people you love, but when you get to the top, man, it's never enough. Cause you can win Brits,
love for my homies who be rolling with me. Play no game, cause ain't nobody playing with me. I got love for my homies on my family tree. I got love for the ghetto, down for whatever. He was down before, and he still gonna be down again. I got game, cause the game was given to me. Say my name, cause ain't nobody tighter than me. Give it up, they like the way I'm rapping this beat. I don't know nothing better, chasing my cheddar. You ain't never listen to me. You ain't never listen to me. I got love. On my family tree, I got love for the ghetto, down for whatever. He was down before, and you still gonna be down again. I got game, cause the game was given to me. Say my name, cause ain't nobody tighter than me. Give it up, they like the way I'm rapping this beat. I don't know nothing better, chasing my cheddar. You ain't never listen to me. I got never listen to me. I got love.
Grab that right there. Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready? Ready? Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready? We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top.
Are you ready? You know what time it is, right? They don't want to smack it, so it's time to take it. Rhyme with them killers, it's time to see who be realer. Unload it, empty the clip on them, make sure these people feel it. I'm shooting like Reggie Miller, don't move, but I'ma hit you. Half a pound to the toe, yeah, I call it thriller Manila. Scope on the beat, no motion picture, hit you from distance. We came out the trenches with the stitches, God is my witness. And I gotta get that first shot out before that hit me. Ain't gotta worry about looking back with my squad with me.
Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready? Ready? Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready? We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top.
Hopping out that truck with the killers looking like Thriller. I'm ready for the millions, talk to myself in the mirror. Is you ready? Jump off in that Bentley with no ceiling. Is you ready? Sick of taking losses, time for winning. They can't hang with us, can't bang with us. They know we armed and dangerous. If you think you with my squad, better hang it up. We been grinding hard. Can't
can't take that from us. We've been grinding hard on the job, can't take that from us. Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see what you got. No, not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got, I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got, I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top.
The second half begins now. Falcons, Chargers.
Welcome back after halftime as we go to the third quarter of this men's quarterfinal between Langara and Camosun. We had some stat issues with the website, so we don't have full stats for you. We've got some leading scores, which we'll get to in just a second, as Anderson tries to hit from the elbow, and he does. Anderson, his first bucket of the postseason. Coming into halftime, of the 46 points Langara scored, 2 players had scored 43 of them. Shot from Maharaj, no good, but gets his own rebound. Can't get the second one to go either.
And he trips over Anderson that's on the floor there.
Athea had 27 points, 7 3-pointers in that first half. Lizdick had 16. Those were the 2 main scorers for the Falcons. Maharaj, 18 points in the first half. He's going to go to the line now. 14 points for St. Paul Butler. And Maharaj hits the first of 2. Croak had 2. Romanov had 3. That's pretty much it. This is coming down to a St. Paul Butler Maharaj versus Athea and Lizdick game. Anderson wants in on the action, but he's rejected there. Atlas with a huge block, and now the referees are going to figure out who touched the ball last. 48-39, early stages, third quarter. And Coach Eberhardt not pleased with the official's call. Here's Croak. Now to St. Paul Butler. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Crust.
Bit of a different starting lineup here for Camosun. They've elected to not start Matt Gray, yeah.
A push-off for Shaquille Maharaj. That's his second foul. Offensive push-off, and now Lizdick, who is showing no signs of getting a knee to the leg at the end of the first half. Brings it up left side, now gives it to Anderson. And he's trying to get it back, and he does. Shot from 3, no good. And Maharaj will clear. Bit of a quick shot by Lizdick there. Maharaj right to the hoop, and can't get it to go. But he'll go back to the line where he was just moments ago 2 of 2.
Yes, and maybe it was a cross match there on the other end of the floor. Croak matched up on Athaya. Not your ideal matchup, but maybe they're looking to put a little speed on him. But Langara unable to locate him in the post.
First shot is good for Shaquille. Second shot, good as well. It's been money from the line, 4 for 4, 22 points. And here come the Falcons. Leading by 7. Anderson. St. Paul Butler on him. Dudwall will hand it quickly to Lizdick. Lizdick pointing to Athea, but he takes it himself. Can't get it to go. Cleared by the Chargers. Crust gives it to Wilmot. Chargers want to run. Now Maharaj. He'll drive, kick it back out. Croak thought about a 3. Dribbles, loses the dribble. Ball on the ground. Croak has it. Still 13 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Shaquille will drive baseline. Hits the side of the backboard. Gets his own rebound and lays it in. Wow.
A quick 6-0 run here has put Camosun down 5 within striking distance.
All points this second half scored by Shaquille Maharaj so far by the Chargers. Trying to go down low. Good hands and quick hands by Croak. Tips it away. Now he comes away with the ball. Croak wants to go coast to coast. Scoop shot. It's good. Wow.
The freshman having a great contribution here starting the second half, and gets running out, makes a tough finish with his right. 3-point game here as Langara calls their first time out of the second half. Yeah. Coach Eberhardt not happy.
No, he's not pleased at all, not pleased with his team, not pleased with the officials either. in this second half. It's early on, just 7:43 remaining in this one. But on the other side, Coach Scott is saying, keep going, fellas. And maybe a good move to keep Gray on the bench to start the second half and bring in the youngster Croak, as he made a nice steal just moments ago and then went coast to coast.
I know Gray has been a little bit banged up in the past. In our last regular season meeting against the VIU Mariners, he didn't play. And Takeshi Croak subbed in, and I believe he had a 18 or 20-point performance. So he's rolling at the right time, and hopefully Gray's okay.
He used to play soccer, Oslo, did Croak. He was offered to go to UVic to play soccer, yeah.
Yeah, he played for former VIU Mariner Tyler Olson, was his high school coach, starting center on the 2013 national championship team at VIU.
Oh, coming out of the timeout, 48-45. I think Capilano has the loudest buzzer in the Pac West. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
Here's Lisdek. He'll hand it here to Anderson. Anderson, now with it. Nice play to Lisdek under the hoop and to lay it in.
We talked about that in the first half. They just lull you to sleep with a few down screen, and Lisdek there fakes it and slips to the basket for an easy 2.
18 points now for Luka. Back the other way, this is Crust. Hands it here to Maharaj. He wants to drive, tries to on Brown, gets the ball up to the glass, but not good enough, and Crust is going to be hacked. Crust will go to the free throw line looking for his first 2 points of the playoffs. Crust averaged 6.9 points during the regular season.
Yeah, if you're Coach Scott, you have to be happy with that. You've got Maharaj going to his right hand driving, pulling the big out of rebounding position, then you've got Crust flying in with most likely a guard trying to box him out.
Crust misses the first one, however. Second free throw is good as well. Or good this time. It's his first point of the playoff. And Lisdick back the other way. The lead is now cut to 4. Anderson has it here at the top. Anderson wants to drive left. Anderson in the paint, kicks it back out. Here's Brown, no good. Maybe Mahar's got a piece of that as he hustled down the other way. Chargers couldn't get it to him. Now they do. Kicks it back out. Croak, open 3. His shot no good, like a line drive. Hit the front of the rim. Mo back the other way. Mo will get it to go. The continuation.
When you watch the Falcons play, they run a scripted break where you're always going to have a Thaya running the left sideline, somebody else running the right sideline, and they just want to get him open catches on the left side and give him space to go left or cut back to his middle as he does there for the N1.
His 30th point. Pea has been outstanding. Just a quiet guy, too. Goes about his business. Doesn't say much.
He's already well above his points per game average.
Hands it here to Maharaj. Now to Croak. Croak wants to drive, kicks it to Wilmot for 3. No good. Dudwall has it tipped out of his hands. Maharaj ends up with him, and he's blocked there, but a foul on Dudwall. I don't know. I think Coach Eberhardt has an argument here. And Shaquille will go to the line.
He's not happy with his guys' effort on rebounding there. They're ball watching. The ball's going up. They're turning to see if it's going in or not. Meanwhile, Maharaj with multiple efforts on the glass to rebound.
It's 25 points now for Maharaj, and now it's still going to be 25. Dudwall gets that rebound.
He's already at 25. Hey, wow.
Yep. Lisdick hands it here to Athea. Inside, what a pass. Anderson all alone. Great cut. Great feed by Mo.
Somewhere, George Bergen from Walnut Grove Secondary is very happy about Anderson cutting when his teammate is in trouble.
St. Paul Butler, his shot grazes the front rim. And now a foul away from the ball. Maharaj and Brown were battling. It looks like Maharaj is going to be hit with a foul. That'll be his 3rd. And Romanow will check in for Crust. And Zatanovich will check in for Dudwall.
Yeah, when Svetanovich comes in, they'll look to run more pick and pop action, try and find him as more of a floor spacer, not your traditional big.
Keep an eye on the foul situation, though, with Shaquille now 3 fouls, early stages, 3rd quarter. How about halfway through the 3rd quarter now? Lisdek gives it to Athea. He wants to 3. didn't get that one, hit the front rim. He had 7 threes in the first half. Back the other way, St. Paul Butler.
And just like that three-point attempt, not many of his three-point attempts are easy.
Yeah, you're right, hand in his face.
Here we see him on the left side again.
Yeah, tipped away momentarily by Romanow. Thea gets it back, a little shot there from the elbow, he got it to go, 32 points now. And a timeout by Camosun. 55-47, 5:27 to go. Winner moves on to tomorrow's semis to take on the top-ranked Douglas Royals. Later on, we'll see the men's second quarterfinal. Okanagan Coyotes taking on the Capilano Blues. The winner will face the BIU Mariners, defending national champs, in tomorrow's semifinal. The game's at 3 o'clock, right?
3 o'clock, yeah, the early bird, but the island teams, both Chargers and Mariners, are used to the 3 o'clock game with regular conference play accommodating the ferry back and forth.
Both teams talking it over. Next, we'll see the second women's quarterfinal. We've had one winner so far today. The Douglas Royals women's team off to the semi to take on the host Capilano Blues tomorrow at 12:30. Looking forward to the next game, and then also tonight's game. Hopefully they can pack this gym. Capilano Blues, the 6th seed, a young team, been banged up all year long. We hope that the stands are full, though, for that game.
These next 5 minutes are going to be very interesting. Both teams have used a timeout. Langara, or Camosun, sorry, is on the bonus for the remaining 5:27, and they're down 10. So we'll see if they can make some adjustments here to maybe get this down to 5 by quarter break.
Starts with this possession here. There's Wilmot, gets it to St. Paul Butler. Now top for Romanow. Maharaj cutting through. Maharaj lays it off the window and in.
He's getting to his right hand at will, and if that continues to happen, they've left open Brown.
Missed it, though. Maharaj collects the board. They could bring it to within 5 with a 3. They go deep. Now they kick it back out. Wilmot wants to trade positions with Maharaj. Gives it to Croak. Croak steps back. Now Wilmot. Wilmot is going to drive and couldn't get it to go. And here come the Falcons. Back the other way. Anderson almost traveled. And Maharaj is going to pick up his 4th foul. Zatanovich will go to the line. Good pump fake. And Maharaj complaining, but he's going to come off the floor. Summers will check in, as will McConnell.
That's a tough foul for Shaq. You know, he picked up his 3rd. He urged to stay on the court in such a tight game, and now you're picking up your 4th with 14 minutes left in the game. If he assisted the next 10 minutes, normally if somebody's got 4 fouls, you bring him in with the last 4 minutes of the game in a tight game, but they might need to bring him back earlier depending on the score.
Yeah. 1 of 2. And Croak back the other way. Croak on the right wing. Hands the ball here to Summers. Now Atlas will have to pick up the scoring if he can in the absence of Maharaj. Croak tried to go down low, and that one knocked away by Brown. Good defense on the switch by Brown.
Right idea there by Croak. Just a bit of a rush delivery, but he's doing a good job reading the ball screen coverage well.
Here's Brown, right wing, gets it inside. That's Anderson. Anderson working on St. Paul Butler. Anderson tried to get a cutting Brown, goes off Brown's knees and out of bounds. And Sohal will check in for Langara. Brown will have a seat.
You see Camosun here calling for split. You look for them to get a curl and pop 3 action. Looking to get Summers maybe a 3 here.
Here's Romanow. Summers down in the corner right side. St. Paul Butler for 3, no good. Anderson's got the board. Right back to Lisdek.
Atlas takes it instead. That would have been, I believe, his 5th 3-point make.
Lisdek from the elbow, good. 20 for Lisdek. Matt Gray getting ready to check in. Croak gets it to Romanow. St. Paul Butler. There's Summers. Summers traveled. And Gray will check in. Croak will have a seat. Zatanovich will set it in for Langara, who are up 60-49. Lead is 11, and here comes Lisdek. 3:27 to go. 3rd quarter. Lisdek gets it to Anderson. Here hands it to Zitanovic, his three, no good. Summers clears the board. Here he comes. Summers wants to run. Gets to St. Paul Butler in the corner. Now they'll set up. Gray at the top. Hands the ball here to McConnell, but that's St. Paul Butler with it in the corner. That is Summers. He got it. You called it.
He's doing what he does, and he's done that since grade 7. He can really shoot the ball.
His first points of the postseason. Now he has to guard Lizdek, who's driving. Little floater. Got it to go. Such a good shot by Luka.
I'd be interested to see if Camosun, if at any point Langara goes 2 smalls, if Camosun will look to match them with going Austin and Calvin Summers on the floor at the same time.
Have not seen Austin yet. And Anderson skies for that rebound. Lizdek right back the other way. Lizdek wants to run, trying to get to the hoop, gets the body, and it's 2 shots for Lizdek. 6 points in the quarter, 22 in the game for Lizdek, and he'll go to the line. Or he's 3 of 4 so far tonight in this quarterfinal. Lizdek's shot is no good.
Chargers still in fine shape. Just see if they can get this down to maybe 5 or 7 going into the quarter break, and they'll have the ball to start the next quarter.
That helps too. Lizdek misses both free throws. Gray gets the ball of St. Paul Butler. Summers on the left wing. St. Paul Butler again has it, kicks it to the corner. Gray, 2-pointer attempt, got it. Matt Gray, his first points of the game.
And we saw this last year with the Falcons being up, I believe 13 or 14 with a few minutes left in the game, and Matt Gray and Dylan Marsden, who we'll give a shout out to watching the broadcast, put together a formidable effort in which Camosun came back to win.
They did, yeah. Anderson down low. Anderson goes up and under, can't get it to go. Zitanovic, he'll go window and gets it. 3 points for Zitanovic. 1:30 to go, lead still 10.
They're really trying to go at Zitanovic here with Atlas St. Paul Butler.
McConnell in the corner. Summers will drive. Little toss up and gets it to go.
A rare 2-pointer from the Summers duo.
Although he gets an opportunity to make it 3.
Make it 3, okay, the old-fashioned way.
Crust is going to check in. And Romanow will have a seat.
We had a running joke with the Summers that they haven't hit the rim on a free throw since high school.
Okay.
Like all of their shots are great. All net.
We'll see what Calvin can do here. Karimida also back in the game for
no rim?
The Falcons. No rim. We'll call it a no rim. The old-fashioned 3-point play. Summers, now 6 points in the game for him. Anderson at the top. Gets it here to Lizdek. Lizdek tries to get inside, just flips it up, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound and lays it in. 8 points for Lizdek. None luckier than those two. Under a minute. Crust at the top. Crust hands the ball to Summers. McConnell gets an open look at a 3. Got it.
Not his traditional skill set. He's more of a driver and defender, but that's a big 3 there as they get it to 6.
26 seconds to go. There's 13 on the shot clock. Lizdek left hand. Lizdek gets to the free throw line, has the ball pop away, and Atlas Butler will bring it back, and now gets it to Summers. 10 seconds.
Chargers in great shape here. Look for Matt Gray to go left, looking to create with Summers.
Gonna go right, gets inside, and he gets it to lay in. Matt Gray with 4 big points in that third quarter to cut the lead to 4. 66-62. Do you bring Maharaj back in right away?
I think you have to wait. You've got it down to 4. You've done a really good job. Gray's leadership has been tremendous here in the past few minutes.
Yeah.
You know, he's not really a raw guy. He's not even that talkative of a guy out there. He just does what he's supposed to do every single time. And you see, you know, outside of him doing that and Madhu making a big 3, they're back in this game down 4.
Summers the traditional 3 as well. That helped out, and it's 66-62. Coming out of this quarter break, it'll go right down to the wire again.
And as we saw there, I mean, as we saw in the women's game, the team, Camosun's came out, they've made some 3s. Now Langara, their adjustment is to overrun closeouts, and the hoop is wide open. Yeah. As you see Matt Gray getting a wide open layup there to his right hand.
Athea has been relatively quiet since that first half. He has now 32 points, 27 and a half, had 5 in that third quarter. Lizdek, 24 points now for him. 3 points for Zitanovic. Those are your scores for the Falcons. Maharaj, who's on the bench with 2 fouls.
4 fouls.
4 fouls.
Yeah, this is a big possession here. I mean, for Camosun, all you really want to do is get a predictable shot for themselves, get back on defense, make a stop, and come back down and try and get another good shot again. You don't have to cut it to 1 point with 1 shot here. You're just hoping to get a good shot.
Maharaj, by the way, has 27 points in the ball game. The only Charger in double digits. Gray has 4 big points. That came in the third quarter. Croak with 4. Oh, pardon me. Butler as well. St. Paul Butler, who was scoreless in that third quarter, has 14. And here we go, fourth quarter. Winner moves on to the semis. Loser goes home. They give it to McConnell. That's Summers for 3. Got it!
And as said, you don't have to try and make it a 1-point game, but if you got that guy shooting it, you're probably going to make it a 1-point game.
Didn't touch the net with that shot either.
A little bit of familiarity out here. We've got 3 Oak Bay boys that played in high school together, McConnell, Gray, and Atlas St. Paul Butler.
Inside, Dudwall gets it to go. Co-rookie of the year.
He's been quiet thus far, but that's a big hoop for them.
That's his first hoop. St. Paul Butler, crust now.
Same action here. They've gone towards Madhu McConnell's side.
St. Paul Butler for 3. Can't get that one to go. Dudwall with the rebound.
And I know the Camosun bench is hanging on to that, hopefully going in, but that's a great shot for them.
Dudwall at the top. That's not where you want him. Zitanovic. Now Lizdek. With Summers on him. Down low for Mo, and he got the hoop and the harm. 34 points for Athea. And he'll go to the line looking for a traditional 3-point play.
Yeah, patient offense there by the Falcons. They get it moving to the third side of the floor. It moves around, and you get Athea curling to his right hand for a layup.
Anderson and Brown back in for Langara. You got your starting 5 now on the floor for the Falcons. A lot of talking before this free throw, and finally, Athea has the ball looking for a 3-point play. A 5-point lead. His free throw is no good. St. Paul Butler with the rebound. Now Summers.
Bit of an adjustment here by Camosun. They've made Summers be the point guard. Now they can have 2 drivers coming off the handoffs, looking to penetrate the defense for shooters to get open.
Here's Gray. Gray from downtown. Short. Dudwall and Crust. A couple of 22s battling there, and it's a foul on Crust. That'll be his... They call a foul? Referee's talking to the scorer's table. So no foul was called. And Lizdek will bring the ball up by 5.
And they've gone to their high ball screen action here.
Lizdek over to Anderson. Anderson gets into the paint. His shot is good. Anderson was 6 in the game. Gray right back the other way. McConnell. There's Summers. Brown's got to stay on him. Crust wants to drive, lost the handles, got it back, kicks it back out. McConnell, 10 on the shot clock. Had a wide open Crust underneath, didn't see him. Here's Gray, 5 on the shot clock. Gray from downtown, got it!
He's just so unfazed, calm, cool, collected, makes a tough 3 going to his left.
7 for Gray all in the second half, and looked like Maharaj might be checking back in. with his 4 fouls.
And you know Ebe in his bag of tricks. The second he sees Maharaj sub in, they're going to try and post him up right away.
Thea with another bucket. 36 in the game. Got to hear McConnell. Right back to St. Paul Butler. Now they hand the ball here to Crust. Summers. Summers looking to drive. Kicks it back out. McConnell along 2. Good.
I call that the analytics too. Analytics doesn't love that, but Madhu does. Knocks it in.
5 points for him.
There's a guy you can't leave open.
He's open 3, no good. Summers with a rebound. Brown is slow to get up. Back the other way, Gray. Gray wants to drive, loses the handle. Anderson collects it. Lisdick wants to slow it down. Up by 4. Lisdick, left side. Lisdick.
That's okay there. He wants to get back to that left.
Little floater there, no good. Dudwall with a rebound. Can't get it to go. Get another rebound. Athea for downtown. Got it!
That's a tough 3, especially off the offensive rebound. Hand in the face, and he's unfazed.
8 3-pointers in this game. I don't have the stats in front of me, but that's got to be near a record. They have a playoff game. Crust along 2, got it. Crust his first bucket, 3 points in the game.
We had a provincial final here 5 years ago where we had John Thompson make 8 threes, I believe. It might have been 9.
Wow. Whistle away from the ball. Maharaj and Croak are going to come back in. And Summers will have a seat. McConnell will have a seat as well. Coach Ebe is yelling out directions. We'll see if he says and does what you had said, posting up Maharaj. Lisdeck picks up the ball, and that one will be tapped away by Croak with 9 on the shot clock. Wilmot will check in. Gray will have a seat. So 9 on the shot clock for Langara. In their alternate jerseys, those black and orange. Athea will collect it here. 7 on the shot clock. He wants to drive, stops, shot, no good. And a board here by Atlas. Now Maharaj right back the other way.
Look for Brown to try and take a charge. Oh, he flopped on that one.
And Maharaj got it to go. 29 in the ball game. Anderson at the top. Dodwall gets it right here to Lisdeck. The lead is 3. Lisdeck down low. Athea. His fall away shot no good. And Wilmot.
A little Dirk Nowitzki one-legged fall away.
The lead is 3. Chargers have a chance to tie it with 1 shot. Maharaj will step back, sets his feet. It's tied.
We've got a tie game, and Shaq and Coach Scott grinning to each other. Not the shot they were looking for, but a make is a make. Again,
inside, yeah.
The down screen slip.
What a great pass, but blocked. St. Paul Butler from behind got Dudwall. And here come the Chargers, a chance to take the lead. Maharaj wants to drive, kicks it back, but it's intercepted there by Anderson. Anderson looking for somebody to get it to. Lisdeck. Wilmot, reach around. Foul on Wilmot.
And a 4-0 foul count here against the Chargers. Next one, I'll see Langara shooting free throws.
We saw that in the first quarter the other direction, didn't we? Athea will send in the ball for Langara. 16 on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the Falcons to get a good shot. Lisdeck. Gets it here to Athea. 8 threes in the game. He's got Croak all over him. Good defense by Croak, the youngster. They get it back to Athea. 7 on the shot clock. His shot no good. Dudwall flying in. And a foul on Dudwall. That could be number 4 on him. It is.
Yeah, Thaya got away with a little bit of a hook there, but negated advantage as Dudwall picks up his 4th personal foul.
And Now the Chargers are another chance to take a lead.
You can tell they're running the action away. Shaq wants it off the handoff here.
Here's Crust looking for Shaquille. He's got it now. Maharaj steps back, 3, no good. Side rim, Anderson. Not the shot you want to take. Lizdek down the right side, brings it back towards the middle.
Little misdirection action here.
The high elbow, that's Anderson, back to Lizdek. 10 on the shot clock, kicks it out, 3-pointer, Brown, got it!
He made so many of those big shots in high school playing with Adam Page, who's currently at the University of Alberta, and you see him do it again, big 3.
That's his first bucket of the game. St. Paul Butler trying to get it to Croak, he does. 9 on the shot clock. Croak, he's gonna drive, scoop shot, no good. Good defense by Lizdek, who comes away with the ball. Lizdek surveying the scene, wants to drive, stops, behind the back, his shot good. 26 in the contest.
You just have to make sure this doesn't get a little too ratty now. Great move there by St. Paul Butler, and 1.
He'll go to the line. His first bucket since the second quarter. 16 in the game. 4th foul on Anderson.
A little Tony Parker-esque push cross to his left hand, spins back to his right, lays it in and 1. Big free throw here coming up.
Shot is good.
Langara here looking for the duck in. And a foul was committed by Atlas St. Paul Butler. He's a little bit late to the ball there, and the officials called it.
For him, that'll be foul number 2. But to the line, Anderson will go. Anderson in the game, 6 points, now 7. His first free throw attempt, his second on the way momentarily. Second free throw, good as well. Here's Croak now down the right side. Hands the ball here to Wilmot. Now St. Paul Butler. Crust. Crust wants to drive. Crust to the hoop, and Dudwall got him. That's his 5th. So the co-rookie of the year in the Pac West will foul out. He will depart.
Coach Eberhardt knows the rules. He knows he's got 20 seconds here to make a sub. So they're going to talk it over and think about who they want to go in.
Yeah. Seemed like they were in no hurry to bring in a guy.
You can use it as a bit of a savvy timeout.
Yeah.
And
Zatanovich will check in for Dudwall.
That's a big foul out there. Camosun would almost rather be small. Langara's 2 bigs forced him to be big, but now we might see Calvin Summers coming in here for the shooter.
Crust missed the first one. His second one is good. And you called it.
Yeah, so they'll play Atlas St. Paul Butler at the 5 to match up with Tyler Anderson and go a little bit smaller on Devin Svetanovich.
How about the matchup with Athea and Croak down low?
Croak has been so good this year. He's really turned it on as of late. Little pick and pop action coming here.
Lizdek needs somebody to get it to. He does. Athea. St. Paul Butler on him. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Mo wants to drive. Drops the shoulder. Loses the handle. Maharaj trying to run. Gets to Atlas. His shot. Can't get it to go. Maharaj is stripped. And it is Camosun ball. 84-81. Just under 2 minutes to go.
Atlas may have caught himself a little off guard. They're a little too open.
And Maharaj will send it in with 13 seconds to go. He goes off a body, gets it back and in. That's a smart play.
A heads-up play there. That's his 29th point according to the scoreboard.
On the right side, Lizdek. Lizdek gets it down low. Anderson kicks it back out. 5 on the shot clock for Lisdick. Lisdick wants to drive in the corner. Brown, quick three, doesn't get it to go. Hit the rim twice, and now here comes Croak. Back the other way, Wilmot. Wilmot working on Mo, gets it to go.
That's a big 2 for Wilmot there. His first field goal of the game, I believe.
Yep.
Known for his heroics in the bronze medal game last year as they were down to Capilano.
Athea just battling hard, throws it up, no good. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Now they'll have to hustle back on defense.
Tremendous contributions here on both ends of the floor by the freshman Croak.
Chargers have a 1-point lead. Get to Shaquille. Maharaj is going to drive and get it to go. And a timeout by Langara. And the Chargers are up by 3, and Coach Eberhardt yelling at Anderson, wanting better defense. McConnell is going to check in as well after this timeout with 54.7 seconds to go. I've got 36 points for Maharaj. For Thea, 39 points for Mo. Lisdick's got 26. So some high scoring for both teams. Maharaj, Athea, and Lisdick, the guys we thought that would score, have scored. They have not disappointed in this quarterfinal. The Chargers have a 3-point lead with under a minute to play. A berth in tomorrow's semifinal is on the line. I know some of the Douglas coaches were here, or they still are here, taking this one in. I'm sure they're hoping both these teams, two teams, get tired out, bash each other around a little bit for their contest tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So out of the timeout, here come both teams.
Now Langara's chosen to advance the ball, which can be seen as advantageous, but you also have a shorter shot clock to work with, so you got to be quicker into your execution here.
Trying to get the ball in, stolen by Croak. Almost stolen by Croak.
And now they're going to be in a tough spot to inbound the ball, just a step over half off the sideline with only 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Langara trying to get the ball in. They finally do. They were going to try to get into Lisdick, but Anderson finally came to the rescue.
Tie game. Oh, looks good.
And an offensive rebound.
They've got a chance here to get a 2-for-1.
Zatanovich with an offensive board. Lisdick misses the 3. Another offensive opportunity. There's the third shot you talked about, and that's the 20%. The NCAA says no. It was 80%, right?
Langara here needs to use a foul.
Maharaj has it. Brown trying to reach it, he does. And now Summers will check in. That stat was right, 80%, right, on your third shot? Yeah.
I believe it went 40, 60, 80, or 40, 65, and 80, because often your third shot attempt is getting closer and closer to the basket. Maybe you're getting missing a 3, getting a rebound, missing a layup, getting a rebound, scoring a layup.
That makes sense.
Now there's a 5-second differential here. We'll see if they'll go for the foul or if they'll look to play for the stop.
Lead is 3. They get it in to St. Paul Butler. Gets it over here to the rookie Croak. Croak picks up his dribble.
Oh,
to Summers.
Tyler Anderson overran it there.
And finally a foul on Lisdick. Now a substitution. Wilmot will come in with 8.9 seconds to go.
Will my theory hold through of hitting the rim?
Here we go.
Hold true, sorry. Has not hit the rim since high school on a free throw.
Summers. Nothing but net.
The streak lives on.
That's his 10th point. Second free throw.
Oh,
that hit the rim. It went in, but it hit the rim. I'm sure he'll take the bucket.
That streak
points.
is over, and speaking of streaks, another one that could be over here is Camosun's losing streak. Is they're on a 7-game slide exiting the regular season, but everybody's 0-0 right now, and they could be going 1-0 here.
Very entertaining game. I would say the Falcons have had the lead for the majority of the game. The Chargers have come back here in this fourth quarter. Maharaj has been good in the fourth. Summers has been good. St. Paul Butler has been decent. And they have this lead, a 4-point lead with 8.9 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Langara will have the ball.
You know, and now Camosun still has 2 timeouts left, so if Langara is to score, they can call a timeout and advance the ball. Normally hope that they wouldn't have any left so you could get a quick 3 and catch them on the scramble to try and get a steal.
Right.
But, you know, Camosun will have to rebound here, and if they give up a score, it's not the end of the world. Call a timeout, advance the ball.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you could see Calvin and Austin Summers in the game together.
We're not going to get a Summers at all.
They're going for the offense-defense matchup, and no disrespect to the Summers, but I think Coach Scott sees him as a little bit more of as an offensive-minded guys.
2-possession game, 2-score game. They get the ball in. Shot from Brown is no good, air ball. And this ball will be out on the Falcons with 4.1 seconds to go. And Camosun will call a timeout, and Summers will check back in.
As will Austin Summers, I believe, here.
He's starting to take his gear off. He's got the big brace on his left leg.
Yeah, unfortunately, both Summer brothers have had ACL injuries in different years, but, you know, good to see them back healthy and playing in the lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Austin will come into the game for the first time. We haven't seen him.
He can really shoot it, too, if you haven't guessed. But
now, what about his free throws? Has he hit the rim?
I haven't seen him shoot a free throw in a little bit.
Okay.
But, you know, with Calvin Summers sidelined in his grade 12 season, Austin Summers had to handle a majority of the duty from point guard to scoring to shooting to guarding, and did a really good job. So I'll say that the free throw theory is the same with him as well.
All right. 5-point lead with 4.1 seconds to go. Season on the line for Langara, down by 5. Camosun looking to punch their ticket for the second straight year to the semifinals. Last year, they beat the Langara Falcons 93-91 in that quarterfinal.
With some fourth quarter heroics, as we've seen here today.
St. Paul Butler will inbound it. 4.1 seconds to go. They get it to Summers, and Langara says, you know what, good game, but we're going to concede. And it's 89-84 the final.
Yeah, some incredible scoring performances both ways, and you know, Camosun does a good job. They're managing their foul trouble with Shaquille Maharaj having 4, but he comes back in and has a spark, playing aggressive, and helps lead them to the win.
39 points for Athea in the loss, 8 3-pointers, and 36 for Shaquille Maharaj in the victory. So the Chargers will move on. They'll face the top-ranked Douglas Royals tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. The good thing for the Chargers, they get a bit of a break as well after this high-intensity, fast-paced game. They don't play till 8 o'clock tomorrow. And the Falcons season comes to a close as Coach Eberhardt the last through to shake the hands of the players, and then the two coaches come together, embrace. And for the Falcons, they will come back, I would imagine, come back strong with so many young players on this team. Just Tyler Anderson in his 4th year, Athea in his 3rd. These guys will no doubt come back even stronger. So we'll have the players of the game, and then I will meet the head coach of the Chargers, Scott, over in the post-game area. I don't think there's going to be much doubt about the players of the game for either team. Athea and Shaquille Maharaj. Athea and the player of the game. That's always tough after a big loss, and you go have to shake the hands and smile for a picture. As they get their photos done, you see Shaquille Maharaj, I would imagine, get the player of the game. I would be surprised if he didn't.
He had some huge contributions, but as did other players.
St. Paul Butler was so good. He finished with 17 points, 14 of those in the first half. He had 3 3-pointers. As the two players take their picture. Now, you won't be around for the next one, will you?
I'm going to go home and or to the
enough.
hotel and relax a little bit. Maybe get a little nap in before the 8 o'clock game and some dinner.
All right. Avni Brar, thanks for doing this last 2 games, and good luck tomorrow in the semis.
Thanks for having me. Great fun.
All right. His VIU Mariners will be in a semifinal tomorrow, taking on the winner of the next men's quarterfinal, which is Okanagan, taking on Capilano tonight at 8 o'clock. We're going to step aside and get a post-game interview with the player of the game and the winning coach coming up in just a second. Don't go anywhere.
Good job, I'm gonna get these dead presidents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crazy ass kids coming like I'm on your door, so let 'em in, let 'em in, let 'em in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Congratulations, Shaquille Maharaj, a victory here today. Come from behind victory. How did that one feel?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, we've always had a never die attitude, you know. We practice all this stuff week in, week out, and we just came out and executed exactly how we do in practice. So it's nothing new to us. We knew we had it in us, and we just had to bring it. So, yeah.
What was the key here? You guys shot a lot from the outside. What was the key in your mind to come back and win?
Oh, I was screaming from the bench to get downhill, attack the hoop. Yeah, I thought we had a better offense going to the hoop, but I mean, we were able to hit some shots as well, and you know, we managed to pull out the win, so that was nice.
Picked up your 4th foul, went and sat on the bench for a little bit. What went through your mind knowing that you had 4 fouls and your guys were still contributing and you wanted to be out there?
Yeah, well, Coach Scott always writes on the board body language, and I just thought I'm not going to give any negative body language as much as frustrated as I was. And, you know, I thought just be as positive as I can, get behind the guys. I know we all have the ability to contribute in different ways, so I just trusted them. And then when I got back in, did what I could do to help us out, and, yeah, it worked out.
Okay, we'll let you go towel off. Congratulations on the victory. Shaquille Maharaj, the player of the game for the Camosun Chargers. We're going to bring in Coach Scott as well from the Chargers. The Camosun Chargers punching their ticket to the semifinal. They'll take on the top-ranked Douglas Royals. Congratulations, Coach. Just take us through this one. How's the heart after that one? That's back and forth.
Yeah, you always ask me that, don't you?
Do I? Well, stop coming from behind all the time.
You know, it was an exciting game, and I credit to Langara. Can you believe Luca and Mo there combining for 43 points in the first half? Those guys are just absolute professionals. They're so talented. And, you know, at the end of the day, our guys, we try to put them under as much pressure as we can in practice, and it paid off today.
What was the message to your team going in or coming out of halftime?
The message is the same as it always is. We, you know, take a breath. At the end of the day, it's just a game. But at the same time, we're here. We want to play hard. We want to play for each other. And all you're trying to do is do your job and support your teammates doing their job.
I liked how you worked the bench, too, bringing guys in every now and then. Is that typical of the Chargers this season?
Well, we've tried to play 12 guys. We have some guys we're trying to bring up. So we've tried to play 12 guys every game. But in this particular scenario, we were just trying to play the matchup game because they have some size and they have some talent. And we had to do, and Paul Eberhardt's just a master at extending games and offensive output. And so we just had to do what we had to do to try to deal with it.
First thoughts on facing Douglas in tomorrow's semi?
That is an incredibly difficult team to play. They have so many guys with so much talent, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on us. And at the same time, there's no actual pressure on us. You know, they're top ranked. They're supposed to do a lot of things, and we're here and we're just going to try to spoil the party.
Coach, thanks a lot. Well said. Enjoy this one.
Thanks, Ryan.
That's Coach Scott from the Camosun Chargers. They are off to the semifinals to take on the Douglas Royals in a 1-4 matchup. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second women's quarterfinal. Langara taking on Camosun next from the 2020 Pac West Basketball Championships.
get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. 713 through the 281, yeah, I'm riding. Why they on me? Why they on me? I'm flying, sipping low key. I'm sipping low key in Onyx, find a rider. When I'm pulling up right beside you, pop star Lil Mariah. When I text kick game wireless, throw a stack on the Bible. No Snapchat took Molly. She fall through plenty, her and all her guineas. Yeah, we at the top floor, right there off Duini. Yeah, oh no, I can't fuck with y'all. Yeah, when I'm with my squad, I cannot do no wrong. Yeah, saucing in the city, don't get misinformed. Yeah, they gon' pull up on you. Yeah, we gon' do some things you can't relate. Yeah, cause we from a place you cannot stay. Or you can't go, or I don't know. Or back the fuck up off you. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time.
I wanna press my line, yeah. I wanna press my. I wanna green like I wanna be like I wanna press my line, yeah. I wanna take that ride, yeah. I'm gonna press my line. I wanna green like I wanna be like I wanna press my. Mama dear, spare your feelings. I'm reliving moments, feeling more residual. I can buy the building, burn the building, take you rebuild the building, just some more. I can justify my love for you and touch the sky, forgot to stop the debating wall.
The pussy on the pedestal, put the pussy on the high hooks. That pussy die for, that pussy to die for.
Peter Piper, pick the peppers. I can pick your brain and put your heart together. We depart the shady parts, the party hard. The diamond shows the cool forever. My best shots might shoot forever like.
I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. You come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those comments, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time.
Two, three, four. Jack one.
True, on it. I'm just saying, young Tiller, yeah, Rambo. They begging for mercy like the Lambo. No, they told me kill 'em all. Damn, no. I know they wanna see me falling where I am, though. On 2 feet, that's why I stand, though. I'm a true, can kill it like Rambo. No ammo, they see me on the sand, yo. God, just kill 'em 'cause I can. This ain't temporary, I've been out here letting them know. New cat, years later, best of Sylvester Stallone. I've been working hard, I've been doing better, you know. Peep the freeloaders, we won't be breaking bread with them, no. She chose me over him 'cause he was so regular. Oh, he was so regular. I'm like a butler getting his dough. I'm like a monster or a motherfucking predator. Oh, nah, nah, nah. Soldier like Contra. I don't f with daddies, I pass it on my partner. All gold, everything. I'm Fort Knox and new sports car, man. I'm new Porsche copping. 2-door hopping. Girl, you know how I've been. And I've been trying to budge in my checks and the rest of my money. Rubber bands getting stretched with the hundreds. MVP up a dead with the money. Don't I make the haters upset with the money? I'm coming, 'cause this is not a motherfucking game. This is not a motherfucking game. Why you playing, boy? I'm just saying, boy. That's
I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hold back, sometimes I won't. I feel good, sometimes I don't. I finesse down Western Road. Next. Might go down to G.O.D. I go hard on Southside G. I make sure that Northside E. And still, bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah. Hey, hey. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. 50 tatted on me. 81, they'll bring the crashers to the party. And you know me. Turn the 02 into the 03, dog.
out your seat, you can have my drink, let me see you dance. Get up off your feet, you can be my freak, let me see you jam. When the sun falls, then the moon lights, might be a hell of a night. Go, 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 go. Get up out your seat, you can have my drink, let me see you dance. Get up off your feet, you can be my freak, let me see you jam. When the sun falls, then the moon lights, might be a hell of a night. Real and I just begun. So many ladies wanna share my tongue. Man, it's life of mine. We in the league, we ain't pressed for time. So that bottom gon' pop. My record gon' spin. Gon' jive. Ain't no telling how my night might end. Nightlife and the bright lights. Swagging hard in my Concorde. You at the bottom, we the top dogs. We get highest, them elevators. Take a sip with me, now will you hit with me? Now make a deal for me. Now will you ride for me? Will you die for me? Will you jump off a cliff and hit the sky with me? Menage a trois, folk, no bras and no flaws. You, me, and her bar with no draws. Yeah, with a God, I'm a no-star. Feeling good on this money in my bank card. 10 grand in my pocket, oh Lord. Porsche panorama, oh yeah, 4 doors. Pedal to the floor, ain't that's what it's made for. I ain't minding if the world stops, and I ain't minding if the world stops. We been living up in hell shop, we been living up in hell shop. So I'ma live it to the top, notch, and I'ma take it to the top. I ain't minding if the world stops, and I ain't minding if the world stops. We been living up in hell shop, we been living up in hell shop. So I'ma live it to the top, notch. With me, yeah. Get up out your seat, you can have my drink, let me see you dance. Get up off your feet, you can be my freak, let me see you jam. When the sun falls,